We are here with multi-award winner, writer, director, producer, and actor Anthony Hackett on his best feature film, Hope Lives, which won Best Feature Film for the Maryland International Film Festival. Anthony, welcome.
Thank you to you, Victoria, and the DMV Daily. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Yeah. So let's say originally the film was called High School Bully.
Yeah.
What made you decide to change it?
So I actually didn't want to change it at first. However, I spoke with the distributor, and the distributor said that the name High School Bully, traditionally, something with the name high school in it, has a hard time selling. So he said to consider some new names. So, I prayed on it, and Hope Lives is what came. So that's what
and it actually fits in with, the ending.
It not only fits in with the ending, it fits in with the entire essence of the movie. And and I'm so glad we did change it, because it's so much a better fit, but it also better describes everything in the film.
It does.
With regard to Hope. So it was a good idea.
So what was the inspiration behind creating the film, and were you ever bullied?
Whoa. So what is the idea of the inspiration of the film?
Yeah, what was the inspiration for you creating the film?
And was I ever bullied? So inspiration of the film, so this, for me personally, it was just a relationship with God type of thing. So I attribute it to God as far as the inspiration of it. But aside from that, man, we had to tell a story that was just going to be beneficial to our world. Unfortunately, in our world, there's a lot of things going on, but bullying is one aspect or one topic that hits anybody. Like people get bullied everywhere. You can get bullied in school, church, at home, in your own house. Sometimes you bully yourself. So people need to just get an idea on bullying and understand that I ain't gonna tell you this. I ain't gonna tell you the whole. I ain't gonna tell you the message. But bullying is definitely a topic that we can all relate to. Have I been bullied? Not to the extent of what you might see in the film, but I mean, again, you can be bullied. You can bully yourself. I beat up on myself before. My kid, my 7-year-old, bullies me.
Oh.
Yeah, she does. She bullies the mess out of me.
Firm.
She's no joke, and she will come up to me and she will make me. And it's a gentle bullying. I accept it. But nah, for real, I've never been bullied to an extent where I may have experienced some of the things that people who really go through it experience, such as depression and worse. But I've had my little small share of things.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting, when I casted the film, I wasn't expecting the characters that would be cast in those roles to actually live out some of the issues or be actually part of that character. So when I cast Chanel, it was because of her talent. It was because of her look. It was because of everything she brought to the character. But to find out that she actually also experienced bullying growing up, it just gave a little extra to her performance. And it was really cool to see that afterwards. I didn't know until actually during the filming of the movie, one of the scenes, we actually went to the side and she spoke with me briefly about some of the things that she went through. To the point of emotion, and I appreciate her vulnerability in that.
Yeah, it's very powerful, her character, and as well as the other actors. Now, this film took 2 weeks to film, a short amount of time. What were the challenges that you faced during those 2 weeks?
You know what, Victoria? I come to you with great joy by saying we didn't really face any challenges. When you're filming a movie, a lot of times you do. All kinds of challenges. As a director or as a leader of the production, if you come across those challenges, you have to kind of be a chameleon and figure out, what to do or what to pull in or what to fix or what. We really didn't have much of anything, and if there were anything, it was so minuscule that I don't even remember it. So by the grace of God, we had a very smooth flowing set, cast, crew, locations, the weather. Yo, let me tell you how much, real quick. Let me tell you how much it was no issues, right? Day of filming, it was an emotional scene we had to film that day, and it was raining that day, right? Well, it was like we didn't want it to rain at first, because if it rained, the sound of the rain would interfere with the sound of our film. So it was like, please don't rain, please don't rain. Then right when it didn't rain. The moment we got to the scene where it had to be emotional and the students had to look sad, right outside the window, you started to hear the trickle in. And then you started to see the raindrop. The moment we needed it to rain, it rained right on cue. All God. All God. So that's how much we didn't have any issues on set, to the point where it exceeded our expectation.
Well, we spoke with Aaron Wells, who plays Darren in the film, and this is what he had to say about his experience being on set.
My experience on the set of Hope Lives was amazing. It was phenomenal. It was any word that you would use to describe a good thing. That's what it was. I didn't know it was going to be that way. In all honesty, the first day of filming, when I was driving to set, I was losing my mind. I was nervous. This was my very first film, so I was like, okay, what is it going to be like when I step on set? Like, are the co-stars going to like me? Am I going to be professional enough? Am I going to bring the right thing to the table? If I step on set, is the set just going to explode? I didn't know what was going to happen, but thank God, when I stepped on set, it was perfect. In quite literal honesty, like, everything on set was like perfect. Everyone was so nice. Everyone was so kind. And for me, understanding as I'm learning this process, and ask any of the cast and crew, we became fast family. And thanking our director, Anthony Hackett, one of the producers, actor, director, writer for the film. He facilitated such an amazing, free, fresh, encouraging environment on set that allowed us actors to really let go and focus on our acting, our performance, and not have to worry about the environment that we were actually performing in. And I thank him for that. That helped me a lot. And honestly, it helped me a lot on a specific day when I had to film a scene where my character, Darren, showed very intense emotion, very intense sadness. None of the cast and crew, I don't think I expressed it to one person, India Palmer. She knew. I was nervous. I was extremely, for like the millionth time on set, I was very nervous, and I wanted it to be right. I wanted it to come out perfect. But you'll see, the director, he didn't know what I was going through, Anthony. But he corralled everyone who was on set that day, and they noticed I'd gone off to like study my lines. So they all ambushed me in my place of study. And it was exactly what I needed. It was exactly what I needed to be able to tell myself, Aaron, bro, don't take yourself so seriously. So for me, when I was in this situation with my character, Darren, I really focused on empathizing with where he was at. And when I did that, I just allowed the emotions to free flow. No spoilers, I can't say anymore, sorry. But it was a pretty awesome experience. But even after we filmed the scene, it was a very, again, just a familial environment where everybody was so caring and understanding about me working through this scene. And I got some really great responses on set as well. That just made me feel satisfied. If it didn't come out how I wanted it, at least I knew that the people on set that I was working with supported me in what I had just done. And that atmosphere, we had it the entire time while we were filming. And it made my experience on the set of Hope Lives one that it's imprinted on my heart and in my mind, and will be for a lifetime.
Man, Darren was a blast to have on set. You know, he's such a thinker. Like he was, you know, out of the actors that I work with, he really took a lot of time to prepare for his role. And so when he would come to set, he was prepared, he was ready. You know, he brought something to his character that I wasn't even expecting. Like he said, he came to me one day, he was like, Ant, or Anthony, director, whatever he said, I don't know. He called brother with the glasses. He was like, you know, my character likes the color blue. I was said, what? I ain't write that in the script. What you mean, like blue? He's like, no, I just feel like he likes blue, so I'm going to wear. So in the film, you notice that the majority of what he's wearing is blue because he decided that his character loves blue. And he had these little idiosyncrasies, whatever that word is called. He had a bunch of little things that he put within himself to bring his character to life for him. Not for the audience, for him. So that's why he was very special to have on set.
Yes, and that is good that he actually took the time to understand and to know his character.
Yeah.
So, and that's good as an actor.
Yeah.
Also, there was a phrase in the film you said, and I'm just paraphrasing now. You said, if you're still alive, there's still hope. What brings you hope?
Wow. Well, obviously God, starting there, knowing that for me personally, and obviously everyone has their own experience with God or their faith. But for me personally, without God, man, there is no hope. What am I living for? To drive a Tesla, to live in a house, to have a nice, cool Sunset Friday hat. What am I living for if it's not for God? Right. And that's just me personally. Outside of that, my family gives me hope. I mean, I remember when, I'm just a talker. Are we okay? Do we got a second?
Yeah, you okay.
So I'll make it quick. My second child, right, my daughter, Mimi, shout out to you, Mimi, and Azzy, I love you too, both of them. But my second child, my wife was pregnant with my second child. And this was in the midst of me deciding of my beginning stages of being an actor and getting entertainment. And I gotta be honest, I was scared and frustrated because I realized, man, I may have to just quit, I may have to stop doing this because I got a second child and everything. But my sister told me, she said, you know what, you're looking at it the wrong way. Your child coming is not a reason for you to quit, it's a reason for you to succeed. She is a reason why you have to make it now. You have to. You don't quit because of her. You go harder because of her. And so when my sister said that, shout out to you, Sheena, that redid something in my mind to know that I'm doing something also for my family. And so they bring me hope because of that.
Yeah. And you want to look at this as your child is now looking up to you. So if she sees you're quitting, she's like, well, daddy quit. I can quit.
Yeah.
So I'm glad your sister was there to encourage you and uplift you to keep you pushing forward. And this is the calling God has for your life. Look at you now.
If I quit at that time, you're right. I wouldn't be here with you today, with Victoria, talking to DMV Daily and all y'all people.
Because someone told me, Simone Holmes, she told me that when God gives you something, take care of it. So God gave you this special talent to change people's lives, to see what's going on in the world and make a difference. So take care of it.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Yep.
Now, you play Peter, the guidance counselor in the film. And there's a big shocker at the end when you're sitting with, the actress Erica, who plays the principal.
Principal Hemway.
Yes. In that moment, during that scene, and stepping back into reality, can you relate to Peter?
There's aspects of Peter that I relate to, definitely. Not just, through that moment, but just throughout the whole script. I did write the script, so I typically will take pieces, not all of me, but pieces of who I am and everything to just bring out a little bit of the character. So yes, there are aspects of Peter that not only I relate to, but I think are me.
Okay.
I ain't gonna tell you what parts though, because then y'all be like, oh snap, so he really like that and stuff? Oh, okay. Nah, I ain't gonna tell you the exact things, but you can try to guess.
Okay. Now, what were your feelings in writing the film?
That's an interesting question. So you be asking some good questions. You're good at this. So it's interesting because this is how I know it was God who was writing through me for this script. I honestly don't remember anything about writing it. I don't remember sitting down. I don't remember typing. I don't remember crap, right? The reason why that's so special is because what God did with that is he said, you know what, all right, we're gonna write this story. People will be blessed, Lord willing, but I don't want you to have no credit. Because the moment someone comes up to you and says, oh, that was a powerful story, you can't take no credit because you don't even remember writing it. So God wrote it, and we wrote it together. Then he stripped my memory of the whole experience, of the writing experience, just so that I cannot take any of the credit. So I don't remember, Victoria. I don't remember the writing experience. What I do know is that at the end of the day, it's not for me to take any credit. It's just let people receive that story and let that be that.
Yeah, because I noticed in the credits you put God as the executive producer. Yeah,
I did, and the reason why is because when I started my company, Sunset Friday Entertainment, sunsetfriday.com, when I did that, I told God that as long as anything that I produce as a company, I'm going to make sure that you get credited as executive producer. That's just for me personally, because an executive producer typically is going to be one who helps provide everything you need for the film.
Yes. And that's what he did.
Exactly. He does it every time, right? So why not be able to credit him for his work? So yeah, that's why I did it.
I'm gonna take that. Can I take that?
Sure.
You didn't trademark it or anything.
Boom,
Oh,
assist.
got it.
Boom. Well, okay, all right. Well, I don't know what NBA player that was, but okay.
I was running with it.
Oh, okay.
Now we sat with Kyle Arrington, who is the Super Bowl champion that you got cast as the Jim.
Yep, Marshall, the personal trainer.
Yes, Marshall. And I sat down with him, and I know his Evolve Foundation works with children. And so I sat with him, and I wanted him to encourage someone who is battling with bullying, because I know he works with kids. So this is what he had to say.
Hey, this is Kyle Arrington, proud cast member of Hope Lives. And I play Marshall, who is Peter Anthony's personal trainer. Yeah, I know, typecast. But when Marshall's not laying down the law on Peter, he, every now and then he takes a vacation. So, but still, as you can see, it's no days off. But in all seriousness, I can't thank Anthony Sunset Friday enough for one allowing myself, American Fitness, Evolve Foundation to be a part of such an amazing film. Just awesome message, and hopefully it will impact a lot of lives out there. And with that being said, I don't know, especially from Evolve, Evolve Foundation, our mission is there's this youth empowerment, youth development, and so we couldn't be, like I said, more proud to be a part of, like I said, a project such as this, and especially when it comes to messages of bullying. And if I could say anything, I guess, on the subject, without getting anyway, spoilers, it would be self-confidence. I think self-confidence goes a long way and will be your strongest armor against anybody now, anybody in the future who has any negative things or energy to put out around you. And thing about bullies or those kind of people is that although they want an audience, they want a stage, they want the attention, but in a sense they don't. They want to deflect from any insecurities that they might have about themselves. And a number of ways you can stand up for yourselves. Hey, talk a little smack back. Everybody has a game plan so they get punched in the mouth, right? I'm not saying physically punch them. That's a metaphor, by the way. But no, and I would also say just try to be around as many, anybody now, all the little boys and girls out there. Even when you get into your adulthood, you want to be around as many positive, like-minded people who have your best intention and mind and at heart. And so once again, this is Marshall checking in. Hope, can't wait for everybody to see the film. Hope you enjoy. And like I said, hope it, it impacts a lot of lives out there. All right. See you soon.
Yeah, man, Kyle, he's always good for some good words. I'll tell you that. When I met him the first time, he's a quiet soul. He has a very calm demeanor, even though to some he can be an intimidating presence. But he always has good words to say and positive things, which obviously is why him and his wife have the Evolve Foundation. They do great work, man, with the kids, with their community, and to be able to have Sunset Friday be a partner with Evolve, as well as American Fitness's other business, is a perfect fit, specifically for what he does and what this film Hope Lives represents.
how are you hoping that this film will change or inspire someone else's life?
Good question. There's many messages in the movie revolving around forgiveness, around hope, standing up for yourselves, being a community of people. But at the end of the day, my prayer and hope is that this film impacts people exactly the way they need to be impacted. Everyone has a different thing that they need to hear, or they need to see, or they need to experience. And I feel that this film is able to touch various aspects of different types of people. It breaks color barriers, it breaks age. I think it has something for everybody. So I think hopefully that each person will receive specific messages just for them, whether they need to forgive somebody that's hurt them, whether they need to know that they have hope, period. Because as long as you're breathing, you have hope. Yes. Whether they need to know that they need to stand up and say something for someone who is picking on them, bullying them. I don't care if it's a spouse or a coworker or a boss or a pastor. You know, you got to say something. So there's various messages, and I hope that this film touches somebody specifically the way they need it to be touched.
Now, please tell us, when is this masterpiece going to be released?
You ain't said nothing but a thing, girl. Plug. So which camera? I'm going to talk to one. I'm going to talk to this one right here. Listen, check out hopelivesthemovie.com. We will be releasing Hope Lives Friday, April 15th on Amazon Prime to start. Then we'll be rolling out various other platforms that the film will be released on over the next 6 months. So follow us at hopelivesthemovie.com so you can find out where it'll be next. And you can get it, and you can buy it, and you can rent it, and you can be blessed.
Yes. Also share with us, where can people follow you on social media?
Absolutely. So Sunset Friday on Instagram, Sunset Friday. Remember, Sun is spelled S-O-N, like the Son of God, because he is the foundation of our business. S-O-N-S-E-T, sunsetfriday.com, Instagram, Facebook. We don't be on Twitter, but we got one, you know. You can go ahead and follow us if you want to. And of course, sunsetfriday.com.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Appreciate you too.